Hey everybody, welcome to SaltyOldGamer, where we're on an airsoft journey and we're sharing everything we learn along the way. Today we're looking at the Elite Force VFC Avalon VR16 Saber Carbine and asking the question, could this be the best shooting gun straight out of the box? Stay tuned to find out. Hey everybody, welcome. If you've been following this channel, then you know that when it came time for us to move up to the next tier of guns quite some time ago, we did our research looking for the best shooting gun straight out of the box without us having to make any upgrades, and it ultimately came down to two guns. One was the Krytac Mark II, and the other, the Elite Force VFC Avalon. And we're going to dig into all the details of this gun. But if this is your first time here and you enjoy gear guides and gameplay and all kinds of cool airsoft stuff, jump on the journey now by subscribing and clicking the bell so that you don't miss anything. And we've already done an in-depth review of the Krytac Trident Mark II CRB, and I encourage you to go check that out right now at the card linked above and in the description below. And when you get back, we'll take a look at what's inside the box.
Oh, what's in the box?
All right guys, today we're looking at what's in the box for the VFC Avalon Saber. All right, let's see what we got. Some product advertisements, warning for LiPo battery users. Let's get this guy out of here. Cool, there we go. Elite Force VFC Avalon Saber Carbine with M-Lock rail system on it in that beautiful bronze color. Plastic trigger style telescoping crane stock. Flip up buttstock to get to the wiring. It comes with plastic flip up sights, molded plastic QRS hand grip with stippling on it, and then a nice molded plastic QRS finger rest, which is pretty cool. Then everything else on the gun is metal. It's got the long metal M-Lock rail system on it, single side charging handle, which does lock back to reveal the rotary hop up, working bolt catch release. Fire selector snaps into place pretty well. Nice cool lightning bolt shaped flat trigger. Ambidextrous mag release. And an orange tip that looks like it just has a hex key already exposed, so you can pretty easily replace that. It looks darn sexy. Let's see what else we got in the box. I don't see a battery. I don't see no barrel rod, no battery charger. We've got an instruction manual. QRS branded magazine. Looks like a mid-cap. Let's see. Yep, mid-cap magazine. So QRS branded mid-cap magazine. It's kind of got a honeycomb texturing to it. It's even got some nice stippling inside of the honeycombs as well. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know when we bought our Krytac Trident Mark II CRB, we were looking at this gun as well, because this gun and the Trident are widely considered to be neck and neck as the best shooting guns straight out of the box without any modifications. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Looks good. Let's go talk about this gun. All right, let's go over this gun. Now this is the VFC Avalon VR16 Saber Carbine. And the Avalon does come in a lot of different flavors. It comes in the Saber Carbine, the Caliber Carbine, and the Saber CQB and Caliber CQB. Now the Saber Carbine is gonna have your longer barrel and an M4 body style, whereas the Caliber Carbine is gonna have a little bit shorter barrel and more of a 416 style body style. On the externals, let me point out all the polymer parts. Now, you've got QRS branded buttstock, QRS branded grip, and QRS branded mid-cap magazine. Now, all these are polymer, and then the rest of the gun is totally full metal. Oh, let me correct myself. It does have plastic flip-up sights. We took the front one off because we've already got a camera mount on ours, but the back one's still here. You can see it flips back down with the push of a button. The Avalon's going to come with this long mil-spec M-Lock rail system up front. It's got a long monolithic Picatinny rail on top, and we've already mounted our micro red dot sight on there. And up front, it did come with an orange safety flash hider, but ironically, we did take that orange safety flash hider off, and the metal flash hider replacement you see on here is actually from the Krytac Trident Mark II CRB. I don't know if we're gonna get struck down because of some type of blasphemy against the airsoft gods because we've got a Krytac part on an Avalon gun.
Mother of God.
Guess we'll find out. The gun has a single side charging handle, and it does lock back to reveal the rotary style hop up. It does have a working bolt catch release. It actually has ambidextrous fire selection modes between safe, semi, and fully automatic, and you got your cool laser cut Avalon trademarks on the body on the left side. One additional small polymer piece I forgot to mention is that on the Avalon there's this QRS branded trigger guard, and part of that trigger guard assembly has got this neat little finger rest, this molded polymer finger rest. At first it felt kind of weird, but the more I've played with the gun, the more and more I really like it. It's got true ambidextrous magazine release, so you can drop out this pretty cool QRS branded polymer magazine. This is a mid cap. It's got this kind of cool honeycomb pattern on it, and actually inside of the honeycomb pattern, it's got some stippling in there as well. So just overall, a really nice magazine. You get to the battery compartment by flipping up the buttstock right here. You've got a small Tamiya adapter, and you've got ample room in there to fit a nunchuck style 11.1 LiPo or a brick style 7.4 LiPo, whatever your preference. And this QRS telescoping buttstock, I kind of like it a lot. It's got this trigger mechanism instead of the normal pinch clamp, so you just pull the trigger to adjust your buttstock positions. It does have a flat sling mount as well as quick detach mounts on both sides. And of course, full metal traditional style sling mounts on both sides of the buffer tube. Now inside this gun, you've got top of the line internals that make it have that reputation of being the best shooting gun straight out of the box. You've got the VFC ECS version 2 gearbox with an inline MOSFET, 8mm bearings, and a high torque motor. Now on the inside of this long outer barrel, you've got a 6.03 tight bore inner barrel. And with all that stuff in it, it really begs the question, how does this guy perform? We're gonna go find that out right now. Now we took this gun straight to the field and played with it, and it came in hot, shooting about 410 with .20 gram BBs. But after a weekend of gameplay, it's settled down to consistently shooting between 385 and 395. And with an 11.1 LiPo battery, it's shooting right at 20 rounds per second. The gearbox of this gun sounds amazing. It's really crisp, it's really fast, there's no hard clunks, there's no weird whines. It's just super crisp and consistent. At 50 feet, it's almost impossible to miss your mark with this gun. And at 70 feet, it keeps a great grouping about the size of a grapefruit. And if you happen to be wondering about distance, oh, we've got some distance.
This says 44. No, it's 64.9. Dad, your gun was 78 yards. That hit the fucking grass.
Wow.
So there you go, guys. In a word, this gun shoots absolutely superbly. And to answer the question, is it the best shooting gun straight out of the box? Well, we're gonna leave you hanging on that one, because we're gonna do a head-to-head comparison of the Krytac Trident Mark II and this VFC Avalon. And in fact, we're already editing the footage for that one.
But I want it now!
We're gonna give you the max distance, the accuracy, the consistency, the grouping, and at the end of the day, you're gonna know, is one of these guys better than the other? And you don't wanna miss that. So hey, if you haven't already, join us on our airsoft journey by hitting that subscription button and that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video that drops every Tuesday and bonus videos on Fridays. And until then, we'll see you next time.